Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be showing you how we make a new and improved version of our Cardamom and Cedarwood soap. This one has a little punch of anise added to it for a really nice, interesting twist. So stay tuned and see how I make the Cardamom and Cedarwood soap.
Alrighty everyone, let's get this soap making started. This soap, the Cardamom and Cedarwood soap that we're making today, is probably the biggest departure from the source material that we have done for this month. So after we blend in our lye water and our plant-based oils and our colloidal oatmeal, just like we always do, we will add in our fragrance oil. This is one of the two departures from the original soap bar, and I'll put a picture somewhere on the screen here. This oil blend is a blend of cardamom and cedarwood from Brambleberry, which is a really good fragrance, and then also cardamom and anise fragrance oil from Candle Science. So this blend is kind of an homage to the cardamom cedarwood soap we made and one of our fan favorite candles that we used to make, but the fragrance oil was discontinued, so we stopped offering that as a candle option. We did just combine those two fragrance oils and it made a really good blend. You will notice I am hand whisking this fragrance oil, and that is for two reasons. One, I didn't know how it was going to react to the soap batter, and two, that I am using 3 different colors total, so I wanted to have as much work time as possible, and I didn't want the stick blender to artificially accelerate the soap batter like it sometimes can. I will portion the soap batter off into 3 separate little mixing bowls there. We have 2 colors we're adding, so this one is Red Rum from Mad Micas, which we are obsessed with. This is one of the bulk mica batch buys that we did. And then into the one in the back there, this is Snake Island, I believe, also from Mad Mica, which is another one we're obsessed with. It looks really, really blue on camera, and while it does have a blue tone to it, it turned into kind of a teal blue color, and we'll see that in the end when we slice this up, like a teal blue green, which is a really pretty, so I can't wait to use this in some other soap. For our design, I wanted to do kind of like a acrylic pour technique. We did acrylic pour painting way back when COVID first started and before we were making soap, to just spend all of the free time we had. And so one of those techniques is to pour your soap batter or your paint, but in this instance soap batter, down the corner of a larger container, alternating colors. So that's what we're doing here. We're alternating between the green, white, and that coppery brown color. It does make a really cool effect in the pouring container as well, but that's not the only reason that we did it. So we will just do that for all of the colors. But the second reason, and the main reason actually, that we did this technique over like a drop swirl or something is because it creates kind of like wispy cloud colors. So it kind of looks like Jupiter or like a planet photo. And that was what I was wanting to do. I was wanting it to look kind of like a forest. So a dark kind of evergreen inspired forest. The one kind of tricky bit with this technique in particular is your soap batters do have to be pretty well behaving, and they all have to be getting to the same consistency at the same time. If one color accelerates and the others don't, it kind of gets into like a chunky mess territory, and that's not a fun thing to be dealing with in soap making, especially when you have a design in mind. We will then scrape out the container because we are done with that soap, and we are basically done with the soap. We will do one other thing, which is to dust on some mica, and I believe this is Supernova mica from Mad Micas. Again, we've just been really obsessed with Mad Micas products lately. Not sponsored. We bought all of these with our own money. We don't get anything if you use them, but really great products. This color is kind of like the Ultra Sparkle mica from Brambleberry, the copper one that they have. It has larger flakes of mica, and so that just means you have a high payoff for the amount that you use, which is really great. The top design for this is one of the things I struggled with. I didn't necessarily have anything in mind. I was gonna do a basket weave kind of lattice top design, and then I don't know what I was thinking, but then I just did fork texture across the whole top, and that's not how you do a lattice design, and I know that, but I actually do like the final product here that I ended up doing. So I'll just take my fork that we have and I'll drag it across from side to side, similar to our fresh aloe and white lily soap. I'll put a card up in the corner here so you can see that if you haven't. That is one of our first soaps we ever made, at least fragrance wise. But you can see that like high shine that the mica adds to the top of this soap, which is exactly what we were going for. And then I'll take out my chopstick and I'll clean up the edges. When you do things like this with your fork, it does kind of kick up some stuff onto the sides of the slab, and so just cleaning up the edges with the chopstick helps when you're unmolding it. It keeps everything nice and clean and neat, and it doesn't have like skinny weird soap parts on the side that kind of doesn't get all over the place. So we'll use our slab splitter and break that slab down into loaves. One thing, and it's not in this video, but it is in some upcoming ones, we did change how we're cutting our soap. So we actually flipped it the other orientation, so we get the same amount of bars per loaf, but our sample bars are a little thicker, and I think it's a better user experience. So you'll see that in the next video that's coming up next week, Lavender Haze. But there is our finished product there. That is exactly what I had in mind, kind of swoopy, mysterious forest. But anyways, our new cutting technique that will be on Lavender Haze next week it gives better sample bars. It is a much nicer way to do everything. If you would like to buy this soap, it will be for sale starting December 1st online and in person, so definitely check that out if you want to grab one. We do have a calendar of where we'll be online at rainbrocrafts.com. We do have a subscription service, so if you want to become a foamy homie or a suddy buddy and get soaps of the month, discount code, and other fun perks, please check that out on our website. This will be the last video we post this week, since Thursday is a holiday here in the US and we'll be spending time with friends and family. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.